few before we hit the road. Heading towards Daily Waters last night, but we didn't exactly make it far. We were too bloody knackered, so we decided to pull up and just get an extra hour's sleep, which I don't know about you guys, but I definitely felt that extra hour really helped though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of driving to do today because we're going to try to get to Kakadu as quickly as we can, essentially, but we'll see what we find along the way. Felt like we were in the car forever, and the expanse of this place is just magnificent. But before long, we ended up hitting a good patch of trees where we decided we'd get out and have a bit of a stretch. Luke was getting pretty tired by this stage because we were well and truly on our way back to Litchfield, and we thought we'd get out and have a little look around and see if we could find some of my favourite lizards. So, still on the road, decided to take a quick break to see if we could find some tristis. I'm just out taking a few habitat shots as well while I'm having a bit of a look. And yeah, it's a bloody beautiful area. It's heaps of trees around, heaps of hollows, heaps of dead wood. And look at this big old tree here. That'd be riddled with hollows and God knows what's living in there. It's bloody cool to see some tristis in the wild. I do love those lizards. We haven't found anything this morning yet, which is a little bit disappointing, but Jesus, this habitat is beautiful. There's all sorts of hollow logs everywhere. Like, it just looks like the kind of place that you'd find a tristis, to be quite honest. You've got stuff like these gnarly trees, got little hollows and cracks and all sorts of goodies. And then you've got some of the roughest bark I've seen in a while, which would be pretty awesome for them to all grip onto. Covered with termite mounds everywhere. Oh look, there's another big hollow tree over there that I might go check out. There's a few of them. So yeah, I mean, we're cruising, we're having a good morning. It's pretty damn hot, I'm not gonna lie. I'm losing litres of water by the hour, that's for sure. I think yesterday, I want to say I drank probably close to about 8 litres of liquid or something, and I still feel dehydrated. It's bloody ridiculous. Anyone home? Oh, I could be fucking losing my marbles, but I reckon there's a little eyeball looking at me. Yep, never mind. Just me losing my marbles. I think I'm going to go back to the car. It is bloody hot. I don't even know what the time is. It must be close to like 11 o'clock or something in the morning, and it would definitely be bordering on 40 degrees already, I reckon. These bits of timber are good. They've got little cracks and stuff in them, but they don't seem like they're hollow. Well, not down here at least. They're probably hollow all the way up there. But after checking the temper gun readings on everything yesterday, I don't think they're just going to be in these. I think they're going to be in some denser wood with a little bit more insulation. So anyway, onwards. It wasn't onwards for long, that's for sure. We ended up getting stuck after we stopped at a little traffic light where some roadworks were being done. We managed to take off, and I was actually driving the car at this point, and I noticed that the car wouldn't let me go any faster than about 40 kilometres an hour. I knew something was up. The check engine light came on, the ABS light on, and we pulled off to the side of the road, and we thought maybe the car's just overheated.
So we sat down for about 45 minutes and kind of just sat there making sure that everything was okay with the car, and we thought we'd let it kind of, cool down a bit. But we ended up discovering that the problem was actually a loose wheel angle sensor, which had kind of set us back. And after kind of getting a little bit of patchy 3G internet and getting on a couple of Hilux forums, I managed to figure out what it was and jiggle a few things around until the car actually burst back into life and we were able to hit the road again. Just for reference, there's not a hell of a lot going on at the Larimer Hotel, and this is pretty much where we got stuck. We're just stopping for a quick break in Catherine for a short period of time before we get to Litchfield, but I thought I'd just quickly mention that we actually ended up running into Matt Somerville and Christy Jensen as well, which was really cool to finally meet them in person, albeit brief at a petrol station. But they're going on an absolute epic trip. They got 5 weeks of travelling. They're going right across the centre, through Alice Springs, over into WA and down the south coast. I think Matt's trying to tick off Imbricata, which would be pretty cool. He doesn't have too many snakes or too many pythons left in Australia. I think that might be one of the last ones, or if not the last one. But yeah, make sure you go and give those guys a bit of a follow as well, because no doubt they're going to be throwing up some cool photos and things, and potentially Christy will chuck up some good stuff on their YouTube channel, The Natural Herp Keeper. So yeah, keep informed with those guys, and yeah, hopefully we're off to see some snakes. Before we saw any more snakes though, we managed to get harassed by this little gang of apostle birds.
Are they expecting food, or are they trying to make us leave?
So the first reptile of the day was this greater black whip snake, and I'm surprised that Luke was even able to stop the car to get this guy, because we were about to overtake a semi-trailer or a road train, and this guy was off the side of the road and we almost got it. But yeah, we came to a grinding halt, only for Luke to catch it and get some really good photos of it.
Oi!
That was a little close for comfort.
Cheeky little girl. I think I've got his attention now anyway.
Let's grab my GoPro.
I mean, I want to try to get some photos of this. I don't know how well it'll go down, but I'll certainly give it a go.
This was Luke's first greater black whip snake, and of course it was mine and Tyson's as well. So Luke really wanted to get some decent photos of this guy, but he wasn't overly cooperative, unfortunately. But Luke did end up managing to snag a really, really awesome portrait shot, which we'll see here in a little while.
Ah, they're so shit. Average fucking poses.
Although Luke is his worst critic when it comes to his photos, he is an amazing, amazing handler. In all honesty, this snake was so calm in his presence, and it was really nice to be able to see that. You know, this snake wasn't defensive at all. Occasionally it would have a little bit of a bluff strike here or there, but that's of course if we were making a bit of a move around it. All in all, this snake was pretty chilled, and to the point where, you know, we became very comfortable around it for a period of time. I managed to actually snag this shot of Luke taking a portrait photo of this snake on my DSLR, and it was funny watching him take this photo as road trains are whizzing past him and he's sitting there in the dirt trying to get these shots. But man, did it pay off. You got this cracker shot of this greater black whip snake, and it's such a beautiful animal when you see it up close like that. After we found that snake, we busted our asses to get to Bachelor to meet up with Steph and Ricky, and from there we ended up going out and hunting snakes all night. And lucky for us, we were in the car with Ricky Mack, and he came up with the goods, and we found, I think it was 12 snakes in total. And poor Steph and Luke, who spent that night together, they didn't come up with much apart from a boiga. We did have an unfortunate start to the night though with this poor little dead hatchling olive python.
Just road cruise this little night tiger, first night tiger. Hopefully a couple more on the road tonight. Gorgeous little snake though. Try to actually keep it in focus. Yeah, such a cool little animal.
Right.
There's another tick. Yeah. How cool's that? We were only just saying that you wanted to see one of those, hey Ty?
Yeah, you got one. He's beautiful. Yeah, they're nice up here. Fucking, they never sit still. They're easiest when they get aggressive. And they'll sit there.
That's just why you let them chew on you.
Yeah. Get somewhere. No, he's not loving it.
Number 2, not even like 20 metres up the road. Yeah.
And that's target number 2.
Just came across a little children's python. I've seen a few of these already, but still a really cool little individual. Lots of heavy duty patterning on this one.
It's literally the exact same snake.
Yeah, he's
That
not
is
a good
crazy.
paddock.
I've never road cruised the same snake twice.
Yeah. You definitely need a few feeds in you.
It's more than a few feeds.
Oh, my time to eat a bug. Awesome.
Even one feed, it's not going to do.
No.
It needs bulk food.
You'd be surprised if it actually can't find bulk food around here.
That's
too.
what. Yeah, that's exactly it.
It's not like it's bad habitat or anything
No,
like that.
that's yeah. Someone asked me about it, and that's what I said. I said that it's just something that you see in some snakes. Like,
Yeah.
it's not that it can't find food. There's underlying issues going on.
Yeah, exactly.
It's sad, but
Can't stomach it. It's got a stomach injury or something
Yeah.
going wrong with it,
And-
where it's regurging and then it just can't.
heaps of parasites inside
Yeah.
of it. All that sort of shit. They cut you with their rear fangs.
What a savage.
Look at, you can see those fangs back there. Ugh. Savages. Distinct male it is. Look how thick. See, that's a vent.
Yeah.
Oh,
See
yeah.
how it gets so thick.
Yeah, okay. These guys are a little leopard, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they're mildly venomous.
They're super reluctant to bite, right?
Yeah, super reluctant. You can see him like pressing up on you, but not biting.
go play the other night.
There we go, the first water python of the trip. It's a pleasure to actually see one of these guys in decent neck too, because obviously the last time I was up here they were pretty shocking. That yellow is just fluorescent. That's so good. Beautiful snakes. It was just over here in this kind of just very tiny little bit of swampy marsh. Awesome looking animal. Stoked to have seen one. Stinks like shit, but that's okay. It's worth it.
You love it.
Me. Someone's gonna do it.
Maybe one this one.
Oh, it smells that bad.
I'll let you keep that on your hand then. Just cruised up on a blackhead. They're so vocal. It's so cool to hear them hiss in person. I wonder if you'll headbutt the phone.
How good are they?
They're so good, eh? I only got the OP to go and then I've done the top end pythons.
There you go.
That's pretty cool.
They're so fucking vocal.
So we got service up here, eh? Message me. Yeah.
Ricky just sprinted out of the car for this little guy. And he moves quick. Not the snake. Ricky. And how cool is it seeing another little olive python? Well, actually, we've got both polar opposites. We've got how big was the other one? Like 2.5 metres or so?
No, three.
3, you reckon? Yeah, it was pretty decent. And this little one's probably, I don't know, 40, 50 centimetres, something like that. But it's cool to see him nonetheless. But check this out, look at all the parasites and stuff that are all living underneath the skin on this thing. That side of it's kind of sad to see, but you know, it's all part of wild snakes. That's just what they go through, and they're tough little buggers, so no doubt it will probably bounce back. Awesome little find to wrap up the night though, so bloody stoked. Another nut burger. Number 3. Well, there you have it, guys. There's episode 4 of our awesome trip, day 4. What a day as well. We got to see tons of snakes. We got to see a really awesome selection of pythons, colubrids, and even that greater black whip snake as well. It was really cool to meet Ricky Mack as well for this trip. We did end up hanging out with him for the next few days, so stick around because we did find some other animals and stuff like that. I mean, say what you want about the guy, but that knowledge that guy's got is just out of this world, and his eyesight and everything was just unbelievable. The amount of times that Tyson and I thought we saw something and he just corrected us instantly, or we'd be driving at speed and he'd be able to ID a snake as we drove past it just like that. Yeah, guy's a weapon, absolute weapon. So without any further ado guys, make sure you like, comment and subscribe to the channel as well if you do want to see some more content. I know it's been a little bit lax lately. I do have a lot going on, which no doubt I'll update you on in coming videos. But I do have a stack more herping videos to come because I've also been on another trip as well with Todd Horton to find some leaf-tail geckos. So stick around because that's going to be up after this series as well. And I had a couple of really good days with him trying to look for these leafies. Until next time guys, I'll catch you on the next one.